And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas A&M's offense will take the field first. Mario Craver, this is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He is a big play waiting to happen.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Reed throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the all-season was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start this game.
There's a little room there. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. This is why they show up for Midnight Yell, and they are playing like they practice.
And this place rocks as loud as anywhere in the country, and you want to get them going early. First drive of the game, scoring a touchdown, getting them jacked up.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they knew how to close the deal, rolling double nickels and the 55-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Missouri State's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Trying play action. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The 12th man, Warden, standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. To the air, it's Rotlier. Pocket breaking down. It's complete to the right. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught behind the line. It's Miller. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Bears have their offense in high gear. Wants to keep it in the air. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Bears will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Using his legs, it's Owens. Got enough for the first. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you've seen the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
Here's Reed to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
From the gun on third down, it's Marcel Reed. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. So here comes the Bear offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Makes the grab in their space.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing at the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking for space. It's Owens. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. Pulls it on the option. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Play fake, Marcel Reed. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
He's going to run it. Gets the first himself. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Gives it on the option. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They want to run this quarterback. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Looking to get it in. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. On the move. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. And you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Missouri State offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if
makes the catch and he's free. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Bears want to move quickly.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Locklear. Rushes on him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
The Bears will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Running inside, it's Owens. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Throwing Reed. Finds his man down the middle. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is he's still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama, big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route, 80 yards, and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch, and this Aggies offense, especially the passing attack, still going to be tough to stop.
And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that 1st down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Owens. He's now up to 66 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Motion from the wide receiver. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. What a terrible, terrible shank. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Bears sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. He stopped short of the 1st down, but he gets it into plus territory on the scramble, and now decision time on 4th. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Bears will One away. He'll try to really get into this one. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. They think there's room to run to the right here. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
What a big play, backed up in their own end. And a big thing here is you're just trying to give yourself some space to work, and what a job up front of creating some big lanes and gaps for the ball carrier to get a huge chunk of yards.
They'll give it to him again. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Reed. Throwing right. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
From the gun on third down, Reed. Got him downfield. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They kick it away on fourth down. He'll take it on the return. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass. It's Locklear. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. All wideouts, no backs. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Here's a heat. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Makes the catch. Great job by this defense knowing exactly where the marker was. He needed to get it to the 30, and they stop him at the 29. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Reed fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. And the offense just going to spike it here. final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And that is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Florida Atlantic taking on the number 25 team, the Florida Gators. Now back over to your game at Kyle Field. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the home of the 12th man.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Locklear. Fires downfield. A spectacular one-hand grab. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. From the gun, the ground game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And the Bears are in the hurry-up.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Whoa, look out! Touchdown, Aggie. The defense putting points on the board.
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week 1 is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
Can do that. I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They've got to get points on this drive before this thing gets out of hand. Snags it, and he's open. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Got 9 yards on the play and leads him with 3rd and a yard.
And we talked about this guy coming in the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage there.
There's a crease. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Green. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri State. The running attack gets it done and produces 6.
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Got a man. It's Craver. And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's Reed to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. He now has 110 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. To throw, it's Reed. He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. The sure hands, it's Myers. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to throw on first down. It's a fumble. Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down. Now 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Bears come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together.
Snagged it. There's running room. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick completion to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Oh, look, Ma, one hand. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And the Bears are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. College football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Running inside, it's Morrow. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. As we head into the 4th quarter, both teams hoping to rely on the running game. Here's how the two backs stack up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. On the run, it's Owens. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
He's got an open man. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. 1st down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Throwing, Reed. Shoots it to the left. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
The run inside. It's Morrow. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They've got the screen set up. Oh, he's got some space. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
This guy has done a lot of work carrying the football, traditionally running it, and now they're trying to sprinkle it to him in the screen game as well. That's a good idea. If they're going to win this game, you just need to force-feed him the football as many different ways as possible. I like mixing in the traditional running back screen there.
And this offense continues to have success and just put a long drive together. And on this defense, I'm getting desperate now. It's desperation. I got to make a play. I got to force something to happen. I got to change something up, and I got to get this football back to my offense.
Fires to the right. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Right on target this time. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Reed flips it out to the back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Now on the option. The pitch. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
It's third and goal and third and long. Looking to throw, it's Reed. He wants it all. Touchdown, Aggies. Makes the grab in the corner.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Missouri State offense heads out to open this drive. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Fires to the middle. Finds a man by himself. Off and running. The 20. Inside the touchdown, Missouri State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. The Bears have the answer.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey guys, here on the Texas A&M sideline, I am keeping my eye on what's going on with their field goal kicker right now. They do have a little bit of a lead, but in this opportunity, can they rely on the guy that's already missed here in this game? Coach could go for it, but I do see him talking to the kicker, trying to gain some confidence, make sure that he's ready to go if they do call his number. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. Quarterback may change this route. Reed. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Yeah, and the QB never wants to miss inside on an out route, right? You got to throw it to the sidelines. Don't let anybody undercut that. Go make a big play. And he did. He put it outside, put it on the money. I think the receiver needs to do a little better job. They got to secure that catch. He was open enough to make that play.
Might have a chance. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. A&M comes back out with another first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's Reed to throw. With the catch, it's Owens. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. Finds his big tight end. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. The Aggies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The handoff as they run the counter play here. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. So they'll use a timeout here, one more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. They send the tight end in motion. Right back to him on the ground. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Throwing Reed. Now rolling to the left. Quarterback gets the first down. There he goes. And maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Now they're going to throw it. A little release to the back. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. A run for the quarterback. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Trying to punch it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Locklear. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point, you have to push the ball downfield a little more, David.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you, but we need scores. Down multiple scores, got to push the ball down the field, take more chances.
Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. They just keep firing. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Green.
And plays like that at this point of the game just aren't going to work. You can't throw short in the middle of the field where guys get tackled and the clock starts ticking. You got to be thinking we're throwing to the sticks or we're throwing near the sidelines so guys can get out of bounds.
Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships, and how do you seal a game? The defense